in more games than anyone in Cal history. So probably give a little perspective on that when you guys get going with questions. Go ahead and drop your name in the chat. We'll get going, and we'll begin with Trace Travers. Trace.
Yeah, Josh, how does it feel to have that title under your belt? Most games played in Cal history.
I mean, actually, after playing my last game, that's a good title to have. That's a great title to have. I feel like 6 years here, me and my teammates, we've done everything that I could wish for, just with teammates and camaraderie, and I love that. And I'm just glad that I could be a part of this journey.
Yeah. Trey mentioned that you're among the older guys who have kind of set a standard for the younger group that got to play a bit more this year. How would you assess the younger group? Because you have a bunch of young defensive backs like Lou or Isaiah or Colin Gamble. How do you see that group?
I want to choose my words wisely. I don't want to say the young takers because they're gonna make their own path, their own name. But those guys are good, man. Like, I think they're gonna be some of the top DBs in the pack moving forward, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's sooner rather than later. So that's how I feel about it.
Thanks, Josh. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll next go to Jasper Sundin. Jasper.
Hey, Josh, you've been here for a while. You played a lot of games. How does this particular game or this particular win maybe feel unique or special? Or does it feel unique or special in any way?
Oh, it definitely does. I think all of the seniors are happy that we get to walk out of here with a win, especially against USC. We've been battling them all 6 years, and it's just a good feeling to be able to go out of here knowing that you and your teammates gave it all on the last time you were on the field with them. So I love it. I can't even explain the emotions right now. I'm just happy that I got to spend my last game here getting a dub.
Okay, well, next go to Steve. Steve.
Yeah, you've been here a while, obviously. So when you have perspective, even beyond the Justin Wilcox era. So the arc of the program from your first day here to now, how would you describe it, and what do you expect the arc of the program to take in the next year or two?
Well, I'll tell you, the first thing I'll tell you is that we just broke out the huddle, and those young guys broke out on Pac-12 championship. So that's where they're looking towards, and that's where I think they can go. A lot of young guys played this year. They got a lot of games under their belt, and I think that next year and the years coming, the trajectory that we're on is endless, it's limitless, and I think that those guys are gonna get it. And once they get it, you better watch out.
What's one or two things they have to do to get to that point? You guys obviously had a rough start this season, pretty strong finish, don't have the record you want. What are one or two things specifically that those young guys have to do to turn a 5-7 into a 10-2 and a championship?
The first thing is continue to practice with great energy and great focus. I feel like that's one of the backbones in this program is practice and how we practice and how we take pride in that. And the second thing is just continuing to execute. That's the name of the game. The coaches can draw up the plays, but we as the players have to execute. And, that gets easier with better practice. So I think if they just do those things, they'll develop. And like I said, the sky's the limit.
Great. Congrats to you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move next to David Bush. David.
Yeah, it looked like there was quite a bit of celebration going on after the game on the field. Were you part of that, and what was that like?
Oh, of course I was part of it.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was good to take in the moment, to live in the moment, to be in the moment, just to look around and see all your friends, family, teammates smiling, and we've been through a lot of adversity this year, but to see that and that be your kind of final moment on the field, everybody so happy and joyful, that's something that I love, and I'm happy that everybody got to experience that.
Good, thanks. Well done.
And we'll move on to Jeff Ferrato. Jeff.
Hey, Josh, defensively, you guys didn't shut them down constantly, but you made big plays when the game was on the line. Can you just talk about the timeliness of the way you guys got the turnovers and the stops in the red zone?
Oh yeah, first we played a good team. They have good players. No matter whatever is going on, they have great players, and they came to play tonight. But I think it's just the endurance part, the endurance aspect. We actually go over this in practice. We talk about different moments, different situations. It could be the third quarter or the fourth quarter, but they can be at the 1 yard line or our 1 yard line or their 1 yard line. Like, it doesn't matter. We have to be able to last them and have that endurance, no matter if it's on the second drive of the first half or the last drive of the fourth quarter. So that's just the attitude that we go out there with, and that's what helped us tonight.
Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you.
And we'll go on to one last question here, back to Jasper Sundin. Jasper.
Josh, you've been here for a while. What made your time here special? Or what do you remember from your time here?
The thing that I'll remember most is the people. I think no matter what the situation is, the people in the situation is what determines like the outcome or how you feel about it. And I think there are a lot of great people at this university, coaches, teammates, staff, teachers, students. Everywhere you go, there's a lot of great people, and there's a lot of people that you meet that you just will never meet anywhere else. So I think that for me is what I love about my time here. And yeah, just the people of Cal Berkeley, man, I love them.
Okay, that looks like it'll do it. It'll be a wrap.